Today, let's go over exciting news of the future of the Star Wars franchise. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, the future of the Star Wars franchise seems to be very expansive, with Star Wars Episode 9 currently in the works, and the new set of Star Wars trilogies by both Rian Johnson and the creators of Game of Thrones. We also have the live-action TV series in the works by of course, Jon Favreau. He's actually almost done writing the entire first season, which is great news. And apart from that, we have apparently the Obi-Wan Kenobi Star Wars movie. We'll learn a little bit more as the months roll by. And then what's really exciting today is that we just learned, all thanks to SDCC, San Diego Comic-Con, that Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 is coming back. I'm sure a lot of you guys heard about this. This is really good stuff because we're going to be getting more stories about Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and yes, even Ahsoka Tano leaving the Order, etc. Now, to me, I don't know if you guys ever watched The Clone Wars back in the day, but this is a hit show back in the 2000s, and we haven't seen this show for a very, very long time. In fact, they had different ideas for Season 7 that were ultimately scrapped, and now here we are again, back in Star Wars The Clone Wars. And to tell you guys the truth, I enjoyed that series a whole lot more than Star Wars Rebels. I would say 10 times more. I really enjoyed that series to a T. I mean, every single episode was great. Of course, in case you guys don't remember the Clone Wars, this is where, we learned about Darth Bane and the entire vision in front of Yoda, the wills, everything. This is why I love the Clone Wars, is that it really does go deep into the whole Jedi aspect of things, so that is one thing to really look forward to. And the whole Ahsoka story, I think, is something that a lot of fans are really going to embrace. And speaking about these characters, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka, we've heard about this months ago, that they would be exploring more stories about those characters, and now looking at what was just announced today, it all makes sense that they are actually doing this all within the Clone Wars. Also, we have a Timothy Zahn novel coming out, Thrawn, another Thrawn novel where you're going to actually learn about when Anakin Skywalker met Thrawn for the very first time, and more stories about him as Darth Vader and Thrawn, etc. So, honestly, guys, this is something that I think that Disney did very, very well. Lucasfilm, you name it. Now, to put things, simple here, you can expect to see this on the streaming service. So, the thing is that you're going to have to subscribe to their streaming service in order to see this TV series, which further indicates that this is going to be indeed the 2019 animated TV series. How funny that this is what it actually was. We were talking about this, I would say, about 3 months ago. We were talking about how they had one animated TV series in the works, which ended up being Star Wars Resistance, and the other one was going to be more like around the lines of Star Wars Rebels animation style, except a little bit different. And now we can see the difference in there in the animation style, and it actually ended up being the Clone Wars Season 7. And upon looking at everything here, Anakin looks a little bit different in comparison to how he looked in the Season 6 version of the Clone Wars and all the other seasons. I think what they did was, I think they changed the animation style a little bit here and there. But nonetheless, guys, I'm very excited. I'm not quite sure how far they're going to take the Clone Wars, if they're just going to do one season to wrap it up, or if they're going to keep pushing forward and make this the new Star Wars Rebels, which I think is the way to go. Because me personally, I enjoy the Clone Wars a whole lot more than Star Wars Rebels. But yeah, guys, there you have it. Let me know what you think about all of this below in the comments section, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.